Good evening, everyone, and I'll say it again. The ISRL is in the house for the Horseboat 199 at Talladega. The last chance to dance is coming up. In about 5 minutes, we'll go through the points, the situations, and everything you need to know to get caught up with your favorite driver here for the ISRL, here on the Horseboat Network. All right. This is the moment we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Bring you into the lair that is my booth. Welcome, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your phones on silent. Lock your doors and emotionally detach from logic, because welcome to race 10 of 15 for the Independent Sim Racing League, powered by THDesigns and hosted tonight at the world-famous Talladega Super Speedway. Yes, this is the Horseboat 199. Yes, it's sponsored by me. Yes, that means I signed the check. No, I did not consult an accountant, a lawyer, or anyone with common sense. And folks, this is it. The last chance, the last race before the playoffs. No more, we'll get them next week. No more long season, no more points racing. Tonight is win and you're in, pray and you're out. Chaos for everyone involved. This ain't a race. This is a group therapy session at 200 miles per hour. And let's look at this while we get into the situations. Let's talk about the absolute panic attack that is tonight's playoff picture. Nathan Fuller winning, he's in. Jonathan Militia winning, he's in. Rob Rossello, Scott Bell, Michael LeBron James, Tristan Acevedo, Andrew Sanford, Nicholas Van Heemert, Joseph Enright. All of them need a win. Not points, not math, not vibes, a win. This is Talladega, the track where the fastest cars are relevant, the smartest move is luck, and the phrase, "I think we're good," is immediately followed by disaster. Somebody's playoff dream is getting fulfilled tonight, and someone else is getting introduced to the phrase, "Well, there's always next year." Matthew Fleming already locked in the regular season championship with 692 points, standing there calm as hell while everyone else is sweating through their fire suits like they just heard the word overtime. Thomas Meeks sitting right behind him like, I don't need chaos, but I'll accept it. And then the bonus points crew, DeWalt Gutierrez, Josh Cole, Jeremy Eshelman, and Min Hang. They're not racing cars tonight. They're racing math, destiny, and their own spotters. Again, I am Tom Torre, a.k.a. The Horseboat, and I am beyond fired up to be with you and on the call tonight. Not normal fired up, though. This is I voluntarily agreed to narrate Talladega Chaos, knowing damn well I'll be screaming by lap 3 fired up. Talladega doesn't reward skill, it tests faith. Faith in the draft, faith in the mirror, faith the guy behind you doesn't suddenly remember he forgot to eat dinner. Again, all of this is happening live here across the Horseboat Network on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you prefer to ingest or consume your social media stuff. That is where you can find it. Follow, like, or subscribe, or don't. But just know, I'll assume you like lifting at Talladega, or you think lifting at Talladega is acceptable behavior, whatever. Now, again, this is Talladega. This is the last chance. This is the race where heroes are made, brackets are busted, and someone's going to say, "I thought he was clear." Buckle up, hold your breath, and prepare for absolute nonsense. We are going playoff racing, and we are doing it the Talladega way here tonight. Again, one more time before we get into qualifying the situations, then Nathan Fuller, Militia, Rossello, Bell, James Acevedo, Sanford, Van Heemert, and Enright all need a win and they're in. There's a lot on the line. Again, 5 races after this. Again, last race of the regular season happening tonight. Again, in the booth with me, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday night. Gonna have a beer with y'all. Hopefully you're having some too. And we are about ready to get it on. Twisted Gaming said, "Who here wants to go fast?" I want to go fast. Still Pringles. Deep throating something. I hope that's weird. Whatever the case may be, we are about ready to go qualifying at Talladega. Who are we going to see first? We will find out in just uno momento, por favor. Let's take a look at who's fastest in practice. Looks like Steven Jr. right now. Again, this is everybody drafting with each other, I'm sure. But look at those times, ladies and gentlemen. Horseboat 199 is shaping up to be a real banger. So Steven Jr., the fastest one in practice. And we're about to find out who's going to get the pole here for the Horseboat 199 at Talladega. Again, hopefully you're loving the content. If you are, give a like, subscribe, follow wherever the fuck you are. I'm very excited to get this race underway. When the schedule came out, I had to sponsor it. I had to. Let's find somebody that needs a win and they're in. Let's look at Tristan Acevedo. We haven't talked about him really at all on the program. Bringing some race car sounds because that's what you probably would rather hear. But here we go. Tristan Avocado. Trying to qualify. For the Horseboat 199 to get on that pole. He says he's from Pimptown, Georgia. But I never hear of him getting any bitches. And of course, his internet has gone to shit. Oh, there he is. He's back. There he is. Brad Goody watching. Brad Goody said, look who showed up in my FYP. The damn right I did. And we are watching Tristan Acevedo right now. Again, with Talladega qualifying, we're only going to get so many drivers here for this one. Low line is definitely preferred to be fast. Again, 75 laps here tonight, 60% fuel. And then a total of 4 tire sets. Really, you only need one. As long as you treat them right, you're going to be all right. Across the finish line for Acevedo. Lap number 1 going to be a 53.88. But Ryan Robertson on the pole right now with a 53.86. Here you go. These are going to jumble all around, so I apologize if this looks like ass, because it looks like it does. Looks like he's just going to pull over, and here we go. Ryan Robertson, current pole sitter with a 53.86, going for lap number 2. What is on the hood of that car? Let's find out together, shall we? Oh, man. Yes, please. Horseboat theme machine with Brad the Torre Hunter on the hood, and I could not be happier. Got Golf Plus on there? Oh, yeah. Those are just a few of my favorite things. 53.86 is going to be the best right now. Currently on the pole. Scott Bell going to be a 53.87. Let's see who else we can find. Let's look at the regular season champion, Matthew Fleming. Coming across the start-finish line in that blue and green Chevrolet 53.86, tied for the pole. Not going to get the pole. Let's see what lap number 2 has in store. This is all jumbled up again, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And it sucks. But that's what we got, folks. Yeah, things are breaking tonight. This is amazing. I got to tell you, folks. Never better here on the program. See what Matt Fleming can do here. Crossing the start-finish line. Again, 53.97. So 53.86 is what it's going to have to be. But he is on the front row. Take a look, Mike DeWalt, 53.91. Cars are loading in slow here tonight. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. Looks like, yeah, 53.91 is going to be his fastest lap. And do we have enough time? No, we're not. We're going to run out of time. But there you have it for qualifying, going across your screen. So we got 5 minutes of warm-up action. See if we can talk to anybody in here. We got a lot of people in the chat, in the VC, it looks like. So let's take a peek. Ryan Robertson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what happened there? That was amazing.
I'm not sure, man. I mean, this is one of the few things I'll probably ever win. But hey, I feel bad for Fleming with the same exact lap. And he gave
I
it
saw
to me.
that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely wild. You're on the pole for the Horseboat 199. I know you and I, we've been friends for a while now. You know, this season could have not started off any better. It's been dramatic the whole way through it, but in a good way. You know, getting the race number 10, the culmination so far, what are the drivers feeling? And most importantly, how are you feeling about this first season in the ISRL?
As for me, I'm ecstatic. I mean, this year has been so much fun. It's been fun to get everybody together, and it's gone like better than expected. It's been a really great season. Hopefully, you know, we're ramping up for a great playoffs here after the Christmas break. And there's been a lot of fantastic feedback from the drivers. You know, some positive, definitely, and constructive feedback that we can definitely improve on. And obviously, with your broadcast topping it off, I mean, I don't think there's much we would have to change. Everything's been fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good from my end, and I think we haven't had a complaint from anybody. So, you know, good on you for that. You got a good crew. You got a good racing core. Couldn't ask for any better here for the Horseboat 199 at Talladega for the ISRL, powered by THDesigns. Ryan, we'll see you on the front row.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome. Let's see if I get you right back to the party you were in. We're going to guess. Oh, shit. I think I passed it. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, Ryan. I'm going to drop you here. Good luck.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. I think I got it right. Everybody wins except for my telemetry because it's total ass here tonight. And it's becoming a problem. You guys want to know what kills me inside at night? It's stupid shit like this. As much as I love technology, and I do. I sing that song to my wife from Napoleon Dynamite where I love technology. Yeah, it's true. I do love technology. And we're going to try to keep it going. Because that's what I do. See if I can stream. Oh, yeah, it works. All right, here we go. We'll see if it works. We're going to find out. Again, this is the Horseboat 199. I sponsored this shit. I am happy to, and will do it every chance I get. Again, this is our last broadcast of 2025, which I am shocked to say. I didn't even realize that until probably about halfway through today. I'm like, oh, shit, we're off until the first of the year. Which is kind of disappointing. Like, I do love to broadcast, but I will take my break. I will do that kindly. But again, all fall and winter long. We got 5 races left after this. You're not going to want to miss what we have for the conclusion. Again, winner of tonight's race gets a Horseboat prize pack. Because that's what I do. I love to do that kind of stuff. Looking to win a t-shirt, some other cool shit, classic die-cast car. Maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. I don't care. It's coming to your house. And out of my stack of die-casts that I have. But again, all here, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, in your face and in your ass. I was going to make a Brad Gutierrez joke, but I'm going to leave it right there. 75 laps coming up here. 60% fuel, 4 tire sets. Again, you're not going to need them, but it's kind of like, you know, a security blanket. It's there in case you want it. So here we go. Grid walk coming up, coming at you right here, right now. Saying their last words, saying some prayers if they're religious. But it's about to go down, and I'm telling you, in a huge way. Again, got a lot of viewers on YouTube tonight. Thank you for being a part of that. Over on Twitch, thank you for that. And TikTok, thank you for that. I appreciate all the love. Even if you don't follow, if you just watch for a little bit, that's totally cool. And if you don't, that's awesome too. Find your truth, or whatever the fuck they call it. Again, we are going down now. Trackside. For the pole sitter tonight of the Horseboat 199, you have the 16 of Ryan Robertson, Columbus, Ohio, Machine. Outside of him, the number 8 of Matthew Fleming, Flem Dogs, Auto Repair. Row 2, you have the 20 Logitech Toyota Camry of Scott Bell, and on the outside of him, the 448 Georgia Bulldogs National Champions, Tristan, where's my Avocado Acevedo? Row 3, you have Nick Tyrannosaurus Rex. Outside of him, in row number 3 is the 55 of Thomas Meeks III, and that Wheels America Chevrolet. In row 4, you have the 69 Coors Banquet Beer of Jonathan Militia, and the 37 Ford of Andrew Sanford. In row 5, you have the 19 Coca-Cola Christmas Alex Snyder, and the 5 of Mike DeWalt. In row 6, you have the 11 Ducati Ford Mustang of Min Hang, and the 4 of Nicholas Van Hemert. The 22 of Daniel Big Daddy Pinkston. It starts off row 7. The outside of him, the 13 of Nathan Fuller. In row 8, you have the 43 of Josh Cole and the 7 of Michael James. In row 9, you have, Fortson Poston in the 26 and the 99 Horseboat the Machine of Steven Jr. In row 10, you have the 29 of Landon Bednars and the 57 of Michael. No, I'm not going to say it. Row 11, you have the 42 of Christopher Plecles and the 2 of Cody Keller. Row 12, you have the 97 of Dusty Wells and the 3 of Jeremy Eshelman. Row 13, you have the 25 of Skylar Comstock and the Torta Hunter, Brad Gutierrez. And starting in the back of the pack, Joseph Enright and the 60 of Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. We are just about set to get underway here at Talladega for the Horseboat 199. As they say, it's about to go down. Okay, grab a beverage, whatever it may be. Troy says, I was born in Cartersville, Georgia, where that guy is from. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. We are just about set here. Again, Tristan, Georgia Bulldogs. And here we go. Again, 75 laps. These guys do have a fast repair, so in case anything goes wrong, they kind of get a freebie. You know how that goes. One of the drivers in the back, is this a mod? This is iRacing, my guy. This is iRacing. It is pretty cool. Pretty dope. Again, tonight, 75 laps on the docket. Championship aspirations. Regular season going to be in the books after this one. And we'll take a look at that right here so you guys can understand what's going on at home. So again, these names is what you're going to look out for on the left side of your screen. Winning in, Nathan Fuller, Jonathan Militia, Rob Rossello, Scott Bell, Michael James, Tristan Acevedo, Andrew Sanford, Nicholas Van Hemert, and Joseph Van Wright. The one missing from this is Rob Rossello again. Congratulations on the newborn. He's a very busy man. And we'll flash that through as we go through the evening. Troy, thank you for the follow on TikTok, my guy. Appreciate that. It is about to go down, and I've never been so excited for a regular season race. This one I've been looking forward to since I sponsored. I was like, you know, we gotta make this a good one. And I think they are ready to let the dogs out. Coming out of 4, this pace car is going to skedaddle. And it will be time to get it on. Race 10 of 15 for the ISRL Horseboat 199. Again, the ISRL powered by THDesigns.
Green flag.
And here we go. Green, green, green for the Horseboat 199. Side by side out of 1 and 2, everything is muy bueno. Fleming utilizes that high side early, gets that momentum, and takes the lead. Your points leader knows how to get it done. Matthew Fleming is doing just that in the early onset of this race. And he gets ditched. Acevedo now doing what needs to be done. Getting that work in. Apologize with my ticker. It is not cooperating. I love technology. I hope you guys like it too. Again, Acevedo, Robertson, Scott Bell, your top 3 right now. I think we got it. I think we got it. Maybe one day this shit'll work. But I'll tell you, Steven Jr. is out in front and doing his thing right now. Oh, dear Lord. Dustin Wells now taking over in that WeatherTech 97. Min Hang says, no, me first. Doesn't matter right now. My apologies, my ticker isn't working correctly, but I am working on it. Hindering the timer that I love to have. Just a frustrating experience with technology this evening. Brad Gutierrez in first right now. Skylar Comstock second. Min Hang third. Stephen Jr. fourth. Dustin Wells in fifth. Yeah, SDK has filled me severely tonight, folks. I had a feeling it was going too good. Some of them were getting loose there. Yeah, you are correct. That'll happen, especially with this new update. I know a lot of things have changed. Andrew Sanford here in the 37. Running at 13th currently. Skylar Comstock now in the lead. Jay Beasy, thank you for resubscribing. I'm having a rough night with SDK. And it's not looking good for the outcome. Well, you guys will be able to see this for now. Look at this well-behaved pack of cars. I know, it's pretty shocking. See Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. career high in the ISRL right now, up to 6th. SDK is dog shit tonight. It's killing me. Killing me inside. We have Comstock, Gutierrez, Min Hang, Dusty Wells, and Michael Deitch? I don't know. Your top 5 currently with Robert Fitzpatrick, Landon Bednarz, Cody Keller, Steven Jr., Tristan Acevedo, your top 10. Yet I might have to get creative here. Especially if we've got a caution. Try to get this SDK going again, which is our live timing software. Really just not been good. Maybe I can figure this out. I'm hopeful. Not a lot of processes running in the background. I'm trying to get done. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be on something. On to something, sorry. Not on something, I'm not anything. Maybe some beer. Oh, cross your fingers, folks. Hey, yeah! All right. Just draw the standings in MS Paint. Yeah, dude. That'd be fucking funny. That'd be really funny. I'd have to get my, 12-year-old in here. Be like, bro, get on the tablet. I need you to, and then come across the camera. I was getting desperate. But we are back. You've got the standings. I'm going to shut up for a minute because I feel like I need it. Take 60 seconds. Enjoy the sounds of Talladega. All right. 15 of 75 in the bank. You have Skylar Comstock out in front. Skylar in that Hams 25. He is very talented. He's always up near the front. You always see him, maybe not in the lead all the time. But a driver that knows where to put his car in the correct situation and has continued to do that all year long. Look at Cody Keller in the 29, or excuse me, in the 2. I apologize. That's Landon Bednarz, his teammate. And then Steven Jr. I love the car, man. I love you. I love the car. Just decking it out Horseboat style, and I could not be more thrilled with that. One JBZ says on Twitch, it's like the 40s, just holding up cards and moving fucking stone tablets and shit. Yeah, maybe. I was going to get desperate, dude, because it's the final race of the regular season. You got to do something. But I can sit back now and enjoy my Coors Light. What the fuck is that view? And watch nearly 30 pals go around the track. Again, you got that first group. Looks like the one car of Joseph Enright's a lap down. Maybe a few, I don't know. Like Wilt with 100 points or 100 women. Let's see if we can find some exciting stuff on the track. I don't think we will, but we can try. Again, single file. Again, if you're new to the ISRL, it's kind of like the Gears Cup Series if you're not familiar. We don't run stages. This is old school, man. We do not like stage racing. And if it becomes a race of fuel mileage, so be it. We are okay with that. And everybody just minding their P's and Q's. Nobody's trying to do too much. You see teammates around each other. Is that the reason for the train? Oh, I think we're gonna be pitting between laps 20 and 25. And if you're conservative, maybe you can hold out to 27. Again, this is definitely going to be, especially if it stays green, a two-stop race. And I don't think you need tires. I got to find out this guy's name. Michael Deitch? Deutsch? We got to figure this guy out in the 57 here. But your leader right now, Skylar Comstock in the 25 Ham Chevrolet with Brad Gutierrez, Min Hang, Dustin Wells, and Michael Deitch. I gotta figure out what his name is because I feel like I keep screwing it up every time. These guys treating it like the Cup Series IRL, and crash cost them real money. Well, I think it's patience, man. I think if you can be patient, knowing that you can't win the race right now. Maintaining a sense of balance, especially in a super speedway. Jesse, I know you know damn well the stupid stuff that transpires on super speedways. And I think overall, with that wherewithal, I think ego gets in the way sometimes. It is hilarious. I do not want to be the guy saying I'm the best at super speedway racing, because that is not saying a whole lot. I do. That's why I'm so shocked right now. These guys are doing a hell of a job here tonight. Again, but it is the final race of the regular season. This is the time to be patient, to strike. While these guys are turning left, let's take a look at the situations once more. Again tonight, those gentlemen on the left sand side of the screen, they need a win to get in, to assure themselves that it's on, that they can do it. Everybody else is kind of out to the wolves. Maybe playing spoiler. That could definitely be it as well. I'm gonna wave at you, Duger. How you doing, bud? Hopefully you're having a good night. And pit stops are starting to happen. Comstock, Gutierrez, Wells and Deitch, and it's a party with the Chevys right now. The Manus going to town. Didn't tell Bednar's Keller Jr., though. So, again, that was on lap 22 going to 23. Don't mind me. I'm just popping open another beer, and I'll sit in here in the screen with you for a little bit. I've been trying to do that a little bit more and more. I don't want to be in there for an entire race, but, you know, I like to hang out. Mid-hang out there in front right now. Landon Bednarz, Cody Keller, and Tristan Acevedo with Ryan Robertson. Again, cheers to you all out there in social media world or on Twitch, YouTube, whatever. I'm not on Facebook or any of that shit. Fuck that. But I do see some more pits in the future. Steven Jr., Robert Fitzpatrick in as well right now, on their way out. And are we going to see more? Yes, we are. We are going to see a shitload. Oh, Ryan Robertson! Oh, no, holy shit, I can't even speak English. Missing the pit cone, going to have to keep going. Well, let's back that ass up. Out through the infield, missing the cone. Oh, brother. Our pole sitter doing the unthinkable. That might have ruined his night. It might have. I don't know. Zoink, Scoob. Didn't commit. You're right. I'm glad we caught that live. That was really funny. Oh, we might see some more bullshit. Oh, it's 4 wide. Ah, shit. Man, I love green flag pit stops for this reason. It is hectic. It is crazy. Let's take a walk with these guys while they enter pit road. Let's see what happens here. Again, you can't see the pit crew, which I think it would be dope if you could. Let's see if anybody changes tires. I don't think so. Nobody changes tires. This is all gas, no brakes right now, and no tires. Like human centipede, they come out in a chain and back out onto the track. Bad analogy, still funny. Here comes mid-hang to assume the lead. And we have completed. Ah, damn it. We have a caution.
Make sure everything looks okay.
I almost said it, and I'm glad I didn't. We're going to have to back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Again, Big Daddy Pinkston. Let's walk through this together. Oh, Jesus. Really? I don't even want to know, but we're going to have to find out, so we're going to do that. All right. All right. We're going to do it. We're going to have to do it full time. Let's see what we got. Good Lord, right in front of the pack. Jeez. Now, I wouldn't normally be laughing. This is race 10 of the final race of the regular season. But I don't think you could have done it any better to time it up any better, I should say. I mean, he almost took out the entire lead pack. And that is the reason for the fast repair. Something stupid, somebody makes a mistake, and apparently this was a mistake. He got on the gas and was like, whoa, Sally, slow your Mustang down. In this case, it's a Camaro, and he's going headfirst to the wall. Look at this field come through. Oh, man. That could not looked any worse. We're going to try it from the blimp cam here, the MediaMount.com blimp cam. Again, use promo code DVDA for 50% off your first purchase. And he just goes up, and here comes the field. Oh. Oh, buddy. Daniel's going to get off easy for that one. Everybody takes a sigh of relief that nobody got put out in that situation. Yeah, a lot of people just shit themselves. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was wild, to say the least. I'm glad we caught it together for our first caution. Now, I believe people go in, maybe, are they going to go in? Yeah, I would. Right now, why not? Get some fuel, top off if you can. Not get some top, but top off. JBZ says, when you click the replay and you see him on pit road and your brain goes just, oh no, okay. Yeah, that's exactly, it was like, oh shit, where did he come from? And then you see him in this pit box. I'm like, oh, this can't be good. Like, this can't be good. I just don't see it. But whatever. It is what it is. And we'll enjoy it together. Now, you out in the chat tonight, I'm doing a giveaway for the winner of this race. Should the winner get like a really cool diecast, or should I just give them like, just a diecast? Like, do you consider this like a big game, or do you consider it like, attaboy? Give me your feedback. I'd love to know it. Before I disappear, I'll take another swig of my beer. Hopefully you guys are having a nice beverage. If you're not old enough to drink, having a nice water, juice, soda, whatever it is. I know it sounds cringe and corny, but I'm old, man. I gotta tell the kids I'm old. I can do this. I can do this. This is what I do. On Tuesday nights here, this is what I do. Haven't had a bad race yet here for the ISRL. Again, first caution here tonight, but I hope that breeds good action-packed racing side by side for at least 10 or 15 laps. We get back underway. Green flag action. Looks like Joseph Enright is going to get some time back. I can't see how many laps down he is, so that means I'm going to have to leave. Cheers to you. And off I go into the night. As long as it wasn't the guy in gears that kept spinning off pit road, we are all right. Ha! That man would be Ethan Wisnowski, and he's not hard to forget. Still funny. It's still funny to this day, dude. Like, I laugh about that to myself. You think, Horseboat, why the fuck would you laugh at that? If you were there, you'd know. You would know. Jay Beasy knows. He understands. Definitely hard to spell, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Wisconsin, so I know a lot of last names that are very German, Polish. You kind of get used to it. Sound it out. I live near a place, you know what they call it? Oconomowoc. Say that. Say that with me. Oconomowoc. Yeah, I didn't think so. I forgot to ask Ryan if he knew how to pronounce that. Ryan came up here in August. We saw a great race. Had a golf outing. It was hot. It was really hot. It was wonderful. Played great. He was like a white Tiger Woods. I loved it. Jeremy Eschman, Scott Bell, row 1 here as we get back to action. And I love it. The 2 Horseboat themed cars. You've got inside, you have Steven Jr. in the 99. But on the outside, Christopher Pugliese in that Horseboat and Friends Golf Tour MetaQuest ISRL sponsored 42. Good to see both these gentlemen up near the front here as we get back to the restart. Both of these guys apparently like Horseboat and like hot action, which those two don't go together very well. Or do they? Wink. All right, let's cue the race car sounds. Speaking of sounds, before we go back, green flag action followed by none coming out January 6th. Combination of AI-infused new metal, post-hardcore metal music. If you like some heaviness, check out my album coming out January 6th. I know it's weird, but it's cool. You'll enjoy it. Again, it's going to be available everywhere. Every fucking where. All right, 3-car Jeremy Eshelman having control inside the restart zone. Green, green, green. Here for the Horseboat, 199. Yeah, my wife said the same thing, Jesse. She's like, why did you pick January 6th? And at first I was like, well, it's just a day to me. It's just like, oh yeah, that sounds like a good day. And then I remember what happened. I'm like, well, I guess I'll never forget it. I don't know if that's good or bad, Jesse, but I'm going to take it because I want to release it to the people, and I hope you listen to it. You'll be able to listen to it for free on Spotify or wherever you consume your music. Again, it'll be on Apple Music. Again, if you subscribe to that. A lot of it's from the heart, man. A lot of stuff that I didn't use years ago when I was in the music scene. As you see, Eshelman out to an early lead with the Horseboat machine right behind him. Right on board with Steven Jr. Oh yeah, it's definitely what I do on breaks. Again, yeah, I mean, if you reach out, Jesse, I can send you a track or two. Let me know if you like it. I'm looking for constructive feedback. Again, this is the first one that I've ever released. Ever. I mean, I was in bands years ago, but we just made a bunch of CDs and sold them, right? We're signed to any label. This one's literally worldwide, so that's pretty fucking cool. Steven Jr. in the Horseboat machine out in the lead. Fastest in practice and out in front kicking ass. Wouldn't be the Horseboat 199 if the Horseboat machine wasn't out in front. Technology is wild. Yeah. You know, I think it's a great thing, especially for people who don't have, like for me, I don't have time to be in a band. I got children. I got things to do. And it helps me express what I want to put out there. Steven Jr. is expressing to the ISRL he wants to be a fucking spoiler tonight. And I am all for it. Your top five as it stands. Steven Jr., Scott Bell, Michael Deek, Landon Bednarz, and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. Sometimes I question whether I'm allowed to write that shit, the shit that pops into my head. I mean, you can. People may not like it, but, you know, everybody has an opinion. And I think, you know, don't take advice, and this comes from somebody else, which I thought was really profound, and I'm sure you know who it is, but don't take advice from people you don't respect. If you don't respect them, don't take their advice. It's just not worth it. Unless, there's a caveat to that with some kind of prestige or some kind of renown or, I don't know. But that's where I go with that. Riding on board Horseboat and Friends Theme Machine on the hood. Christopher McLeese back to 14th. But I feel like he's just biding his time here. Going back to Beezy's comment. As long as it's something you can't go to jail for. I think it's all right. You got freedom of speech, my man. As long as it isn't hate mail. Just think, who gets hate mail anymore? I'm going to write you a letter, and I'm going to hate you for it. So hateful. Riding on board now with Michael James riding around in 10th, holding that 10th place down. And it looks like everybody is biding their time to the next pit stop again. Once they get to this point, I don't believe they're going to have to pit again as long as we don't have a lot of trouble. Knock on wood. Can one take out a Pugliese? A Pugliese. Dude, come on. You're terrible. Steven Jr. back out in the lead. Today, Jr. doing a wonderful job in that Horseboat brand. I don't even care he took my logo and stretched the shit out of it. I think it's great. I love the car. And I hope he wins. Side by side, Bednars and Meeks. Thomas Meeks the third. And that Flagship Motorsports has taken over the building, or the racetrack, I should say. Meeks, Bednars, and Fleming, all teammates, all ganged up, and all are now in front. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Flagship, you're about to get educated. These guys are smart. They are smart asses, but very good at what they do in the sport of racing or motorsports, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the bottom. You have Steven Jr., Robert Fitzpatrick. A pair versus 5 and growing on that outside line. Joseph Enright switching lanes. Very dangerous, especially without a turn signal. Come on. Specifically, Meeks once lost the title to that guy. Yeah, so did his wife. Everybody's bummed, guy. Everybody. This is getting real. Side by side, we had that single car, single file action shit. No more. It is getting real. 41 laps in of 75. We are over halfway. Had to do math in my head and realize, Horseboat, you are stupid. Chevrolet's leading the way. And the intensity just has gone up so much. We're halfway in, a little bit over halfway in, and side by side, 2 by 2, 10 rows deep. All right, maybe like, yeah, 7, 6, I don't know. On a relative horse scale, I feel like you're pretty intelligent. I mean, to a certain degree. Maybe ask my coworkers. They may think I'm dumb as shit. I don't know. Oh, man, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll lose it. I'm old. I'll lose it. I think that shit is stupid as shit. I understand it's a thing, but, man, you can pick something better than that. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, Steven Jr. leading the way, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Scott Bell, Thomas Meeks, Landon Bednar is your top 5. Matthew Fleming, Michael Deke, Michael James, Cody Keller, Andrew Sandberg, your top 10. The fact that Ohio is slang now is funny and honestly understandable. Well, yeah, I mean, ask Ryan. Ryan Robertson knows. I mean, I don't know, for him, they pay pretty well. But mostly, Ohio kind of sucks. I mean, let's face it. Who changes their team name from the Indians to the Guardians? And you have two teams in the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals who are just ass. They're just cheeks upon cheeks. It's really hard to get excited about that, I'm sure. Yeah, McCarty said, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm a Brewers fan, so we're in a similar position. Except your name sucks. Steven Jr., Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Thomas Meeks, Landon Bednar, Scott Bell. And it's changing by the second. Thomas Meeks. Doing all he can to hold it down. Landon Bednar is going to lead this lap. Matthew Fleming pushing him again in that 8 car. Early on, Fleming dominated this series early on in the year. He has since fallen off. But falling off, to me and you, would be like, oh man, I've gone down to 15th, 20th. Not good. He's sticking around in the top 10, top 5, top 15. All right, let's see. Let's see what you said now, Beezy. You're the only one talking to me, so I'll read your stuff. Said, I say that because I wasn't a fan when they were the Indians, but it helped that the tickets were cheap. I don't blame you for that. You're a football guy. What about Phillip Rivers? Phillip Rivers. He was always a guy, again, I'm older, so I've watched him play through his career as a Charger and as a Colt. When it doesn't go his way, he is the biggest bitch on the planet. He whines constantly at the refs about why this or that wasn't called, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But I will give him credit. He is the best clean, I mean, everybody gives him credit for this, but the cleanest trash talker you ever have, and it's hard to argue against it. I think he's pretty funny. Truth be told, I think it's good for the Colts. I think the Colts really kind of had him in his back pocket for a minute, hoping that they maybe didn't have to use it. But it says a lot when you don't trust the rest of your quarterback room and you go out and get a 44-year-old quarterback to try and save your season. Oh, yeah, the guy from the Jaguars. I seen that. Yeah, that was funny. Something about a 91-yard touchdown or so. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That was probably the most legendary clip. A guy that I think he came back for the love of the game, let's be real. A chance to try to win a world title, which realistically I don't think the Colts were in. But I will give you credit. Indianapolis is a good football team. I think they're getting better. And Jonathan Taylor is an ex-Wisconsin Badger running back, so I got a little love in my heart for the Colts. Right on board with Steven Jr. Pit stops are going to happen, I would imagine, within the next 5 laps or so, because they're going to have to pit one more time. Minhang now out in front with that outside lane. That may soon change. Dustin Wells up top, going to try to stay there. Minhang switching lanes. See Cody Keller in that deuce. You have Flagship all over this race right now. In the top 5, top 10. Their whole team's up here, ready to roll. If I'm a driver out there sitting in the top 10, top 15, you want to break this shit up as soon as you can, because they are all together. .24 laps to go here at Talladega for the Horseboat 199. Again, I am honored for the opportunity to host this event, be with the ISRL all season. Oh, man. Steven Jr. got loose and stayed down there. Tip of the cap for Steven. maybe he was planning to pit, but here we go. Let's see these pit stops right now live. Damn. Again, really, all you need is gas in reality. You don't need tires. Comstock has assumed the lead. Saying goodnight to my son. And it looks like Comstock, Gutierrez, and Min-Hang gonna pit. Oh, Gutierrez sideways. Oh, shit. Oh, we got more action in the back. Looks like, who is that? The 57, Michael Deach. Or no, that's somebody else. 37, Andrew Sanford. Ryan Robertson can't keep it together. Oh, boy, let's back it up. This is juicy, folks. Oh, yeah, everybody losing it. Hot and heavy. Let's back it up one more time. Wow. That's nutty. Gonna take 60 seconds. We will be right back. Enjoy the sights and sounds of Talladega. All right, bringing you back in now. Had to say goodnight to the boys. When you're a dad, you got to do what you got to do, you know. But you got Skylar Comstock out in front, but you have this pack right behind him, ready to roll with 20 to go. You guys saw that little, I shouldn't say little, but that action out there in pit road really ruined some races for a couple of those guys, and you feel for them, right? But that is the stuff, that's why you go to happy hour, that's why you practice. They do it Monday nights. That's why you go and practice that shit. And sometimes the cars don't fall the way you want it, or a situation you didn't plan for came up, especially with green flag pit stops. It can be nutty. It can be pressure filled, and you have to be ready for that. And those who are prepared were ready. Those who are not prepared, or excuse me, not out in front competing for this win. Again, you got Comstock, Min-Hang, Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, Jeremy Asherman, Michael Deek, Scott Bell, Matthew Fleming, and Cody Keller with Michael James rounding out your top 10. these guys right here, the 5 and the 69 and the 3, you have to be aware of them as well. Again, Road Soda with the 69, Global Jim of the 5, but they were teammates in another league somewhere else, so you definitely know there is some action to be had between these two. These guys are going to work together to try to win this race. They can do it. Jonathan Militia needs it bad. He needs to win to get in tonight. Mike DeWalt can help him do that here with 19 laps to go. 18 laps to go. Jay Beasy says, Dad, life has been fun. I bet it has. And there must have been a Torre standing by the pit wall. You know, it's easy to get distracted if you're Brad Gutierrez. Another day, another Torta. Torta Tuesday, I think is what he calls it. Right now, Comstock and Hang able to hold on, but not for much longer. You have this train of pain coming from the behind. And it's not going to be nice. Again, first group led by Mike DeWalt, second group led by Scott Bell. I love how TikTok moderates your audio mix. Cars are meant to be loud, folks. This is what it is. I try to give you more of that than more of me a lot of the time. You say, Horseboat, why do you do that? Why the hell do you want to hear what I have to say? You want to see these cars. Right along with Mike DeWalt. Again, Peoria, Illinois, man. He loves a good set of crab legs. So, ladies, if you like seafood, he is available. The gap closing ever so slightly with 15 to go. The push, I would imagine you'll see about 10 to go. But the rest of that field behind them, they're starting to bunch up now. They are now one big group. A freight train of pain, if you want to call it. And it looks like Hang and Skylar Comstock are just out there, just ready for the taking. Chris Puglee is going to try to help with the cheese. Right on board with Jonathan Militia. Hometown Mooresville. You can tell by his hat, pimpin' ain't easy. And they are on them now. I thought the push would be a little bit later, and I think for some it will be. But for these guys, they want to get up there right now. Again, different logic at play. I don't question any of this. I'm in the booth. I don't question shit. Unless you crash, then I question everything. Tristan Acevedo getting help from Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. Holding hands through the park, down the backstretch. We got Nick Tirana on that Milwaukee Tool, number 10. looking fantastic as ever. Again, this is anybody's race. A puncher's chance at everything here. Haven't seen any serpentining yet, so that's good. Comstock, Hang, DeWalt, Militia, and Eshelman, your top 5. With Michael Deach, Scott Bell, Matthew Fleming, Cody Keller, and Michael James, your top 10. You're looking at 10 laps to go for the Horseboat 199. And you just feel a calm right now. But the pressure is slowly beginning to rise. Every lap, you feel it go. Drivers knowing the position that they're in and what they need to do to get in. A lot of drivers just need a win and they're in. Looking at Jonathan Militia, he is one of them. And real quick, looking on the left side of your screen, this is what they need to get in and to win. Jonathan Militia in Japanese. I love it. I love it. Oh, baby. Jonathan Militia. The Skylar Comstock. He is out in front in that Hams. 25. And if you've never had a Hams. Oh, shit!
Give me your tap there, bud.
Speaking of Michael Deach, he's the one who crashed. Let's find out what happened. Back that ass up and see what we can see. Let's go to the blimp cam. MeandYourMom.com blimp cam. Again, so graciously sponsoring us. Here we go, blimp cam. And let's see it at full speed. Oh, Eshelman, Michael James, and Deach, and then Brad Gutierrez finishing the job. So 2 Michaels crashing in this one. We'll slow it down. And it looks like almost 757. 57 is literally inside the 3 car. Look at this. This is a ISRL centipede of amazingness. And then Brad just trying to avoid the situation says, Michael LeBron James, you can go with him. So both Michaels feeling it. but I don't know if it was any worse than that. We'll try to check that out again from a different angle. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like everybody else got away scot-free and minimal damage between the two Michaels. I'm going to say Michaels squared. Both drivers seem to get away with it fairly clean. And if they need to do something, they can get a fast repair or maybe just optional damage. So that's good. That's bueno if you are a part of that. One of the most... Jesse, I'm glad you're here, man. It's been a while since I've talked to you. Hopefully you are well. Fun fact about the 7, he refuses to change his paint number for Monday night, so Fleming has to penalize him points every week. Why? Why is that a thing? That's amazing.
They can kiss my fat vagina, cause I'm bringing the motherfucking pay.
Ain't that the truth? So it looks like when we go back, green flag racing is going to be 4 laps to go. So we'll be just outside of the green-white checkers, which is wild and oddly timed up well. So again, any fuel strategy is out the window now. Hopefully you got enough left to get through if you have to go through it. Live interview under caution. Is Fleming available? Literally to ask him about that. Sure, we can do that. Your request is my command. If I can get him up there. Hold on. That's what she said. Sometimes, there we go. Fleming, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you.
So I got to ask you about something, and it's about Michael James. Do you know what it's about?
No idea. What's up?
So somebody put out here in the chat, I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to out anyone here. It says, fun fact about the 7, he refuses to change his paint number for Monday night, so Fleming has to penalize him points every week. Is that true? And if you can give me a little insight on that.
Shoot. He's having trouble with trading paints. That he's not getting.
Is that voluntarily, or is that like he's like, fuck you, I'm not changing my shit?
No, he complains about trading paints all the time. We've tried to go in there and help him with it. But yeah, he always has the wrong paint scheme. He always has number 7, he's supposed to have here. And Monday nights he is number 9. So yeah, every
Has
race.
Anybody thought about just giving
points.
him the fucking 7? Like, can somebody just concede the 7? Be like, dude, just give him the 7 so he doesn't get penalized every week? Or everybody's like, no, fuck that guy.
We actually talked about it last night after having wrong scheme. I told him the 7 is open. All he's got to do is request it. So
just give it to him, dude.
It's
give
up
it
to
to
him.
him. Stop penalizing Big Dog. Just give him the 7. I'm literally proposing this right now so he gets out of trouble. I like Michael LeBron James. Just give the fucker a 7. Just give him a break.
All right. Just for you, Tom. I'll take care of it for you.
I appreciate that. I was told to bring you in just for that reason, nothing more. I will send you back. Good luck on the rest of the race. We are getting down to it.
Thank you, Spatty. We'll see you.
You are welcome again. That was Matthew Fleming giving us a piece of his mind and a piece of his time. Very good interview, and Jesse, that was very well recommended. I appreciate that. Recommendations are great. Skylar Comstock, mid-hang, going to lead us off, hopefully, on what is our final restart of the night. Brad Gutierrez, Jeremy Eshelman in row 2, Nick Tirana and Nicholas Van Heemer, row 3. Row 4, you have Scott Bell and Fortson Poston, and rounding out our top 10 is Steven Jr. and the infamous 7 of Michael James. If I'm lying, it probably could be Steven Jr. Here we go. ISRL regular season coming to a close with the conclusion of the race tonight and our last broadcast of 2025. We're going to be off 2 weeks, and then we hit January hard with the playoffs. Playoffs! I hope Min-Hang ends up with on his roof and has to ask ChatGPT what happened. You're mean. You're a mean guy. But that's really funny. It's really funny. All right, here we go. Skylar Comstock in the 25 having control. Horseboat 199. Here we go for the ISRL. Jockeying for position. Flagship trying to team up on the outside. Getting into that third lane like fourth meal at Taco Bell. Steven Jr. smart. He will block that path. Skylar Comstock on a ride of his life right now. One eye in front of him and one eye in the mirror, looking behind him. It is getting ever so tense, coming across the line, 3 laps to go. Oh, Fitzpatrick!
Let's talk about the car real quick.
Fitzpatrick around Ryan Robertson in that Torre Hunter hooded machine. Gosh dang, we got action. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. We're going to do it old school style, but this was great. You kind of felt it coming on. Ooh, yeah, very, very cool. Oh, Meeks. Meeks getting into DeWalt, Fleming, and Fitzpatrick. And Robertson and Fitzpatrick, collateral damage due to the probing of Thomas Meeks. Let's see it again. Pushing in Fleming. Fleming's like, nah, don't do it, Captain. And he's like, I'm doing it anyway. I could only imagine what that conversation is like. Meeks is like, I'm going for it. Fleming's like, you don't have to. He's like, too late. Oh, it was way too late. Way too late. Boom! Oh, Robertson and Fitzpatrick. Eating shit like a Denny's at 3 a.m. That is a bummer as they come back around. And this is the ISRL powered by THDesigns first green-white checkers of the night. Gotta hope for these drivers they didn't take too much damage or they have a fast repair to overcome. Yet perseverance is the name of the game at Talladega. Fast repair is a godsend here. Hopefully I turned down the audio there. Well, at least on the other side. There we go. As they get ready. Again, when we come back in 2 weeks, going to Michigan for the, at least it's not Ohio 160. Again, sponsored by Travis Stroney. Again, also with the newborn. Congratulations. Sponsoring that race, and that'll be race 1 of the ISRL playoffs. And we'll let you know who is in and who is out at that time. But excited for that and the ISRL playoffs in 2026, only here on the Horseboat Network. Been a rough time for the 16. Oh, yeah, pole sitter, he's gone from hero to zero real quick. Now, if I had my pick here tonight, looking at the top 5, Jeremy Eshelman has won, Brad has won, Min Hang has won. So all have won here. Skylar Comstock has been a dominant force, to say the least, coming here to the conclusion of this race. But if you know Talladega like I know Talladega, we are in for a treat. Somebody who we aren't even thinking of is going to win this race tonight. And I think you and I will both be shocked when we get the conclusion. But before then, let's look it up and lock it in. On the front row, you have the 25 of Skylar Comstock and the 11 of Min Hang. In row 2, you're looking at Brad Gutierrez and Jeremy Eshelman. In row 3, you have Scott Bell and Nicholas Van Hemert. In row 4, you have Steven Jr. and Nick Tirana. And rounding out your top 10, the 7 of Michael James and the 26 of Fortson Posted. Pace car lights are off. You know what that means. We are going to get set to go in the MeetYourMom.com restart zone. Skylar Comstock in that 25 is going to have it. As we get set to go, green, green, green for the Horseboat 199 for the ISRL. Wow, Min Hang cutting it down. Getting that catbird seat in third. Going to pop back up to the outside lane, taking that momentum with him. Banging doors, our teammates Bednars and Meeks. Again, going into 3 banging doors. Eshelman making a run. All they need to do is get back to the start-finish line. Jeremy Eshelman in the 3, leading it down in that middle lane. Oh, can we make it? We made it. We made it to the start-finish line. It is the final lap. Shit is hitting. The fan cars are flipping. We'll get back to that later. We are curious about who's going to win. Eshelman, Van Hemert, Gutierrez, Scott Bell, Skylar Comstock. Oh, Eshelman in the wall. Like a ragdoll. We've got more action in the back. It has gotten real fast. Scott Bell, everybody taking each other out. What the fuck is going on? Oh, dear God. Coming down to the checker flag. I am not believing this. Skylar Comstock is the Horseboat 199 winner. Oh my God. Oh my That was fucking wild. Craziest finish I think I've ever been a part of. Skylar Comstock, your winner. And I don't know what you do there. Like, wow. That's all I can say. All right. So, with that being said, we're going to let him get into it and burn it down. Let's go back. Let's go back here because a lot of stuff happened real quick. All right, so here we go. We're getting to the white flag. All right. Things are already happening. Fleming, again, Meeks tonight. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but Meeks is being Meeks. I don't know. I don't get it. Look at that 55 car there. We're going to pay attention. Hard to find him in this group. Here we go. He's right in the middle there. You see that Coors Light car, Coors Banquet, and the Milwaukee Tool in that third lane forming. You see that happen here where they come up and they just start pushing and beating and banging. Meeks trying to make room where there isn't really, taking his teammate out. So there goes Fleming, boom, in the wall, eating shit. DeWalt nowhere to go. His car already getting up off the ground. Bednar is nowhere to go. Collateral damage, and that's where it really starts to get crazy there with Mike DeWalt. Again, Ryan Robertson again involved in this, again, incidentally. And then you see Mike Deke and Robert Fitzpatrick get into it. But that isn't even the half of it yet. We get further up the road, okay? This is the one where I was like, holy cow. And you see Nicholas Van Hemert here, and I don't know what the position was here, but whoa! Boom, put him out, and then a chain reaction of events here. And it looks like Jonathan Militia just getting in the middle of this, and oh man, see, wow, Sanford and all this going on, and then this is still going on here as well. Bell, Gutierrez taking each other out, and that, yeah, I mean, that was the end of it. There's going to be a lot to unpack if you are the admin team for this. I mean, just literal fuckfest everywhere. But that allowed Skylar Comstock to get the win. And we're going to do some interviews here in just a second if they join the booth. They are here. So you got Skylar Comstock mid-hanging, Steven fucking Jr. I am very excited for this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get him in the booth. Let's get it going. Steven Jr. in that 99 Horseboat theme machine. Finishing the podium again. I know it's not first. I know you were fastest in practice. Not maybe ideally where you'd be, but a career high finish in the ISRL. How are you feeling after that jaunt at Talladega?
Hey, I'm happy about that one. The podium's good for me any day. I was hoping for the win, but podium's good too.
That last lap coming to the white flag was pure chaos from start to finish. Describe it in 30 seconds or less your experience there in that final lap.
Yeah, I don't remember much from it. I just tried to survive and, use the force and slow things down and in my head and just get through it. And I did it.
Well, you used the force, finishing in third. Congratulations, my man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
All my sponsors. I don't have them on the car today, but Refuge Medical, I'm on Gearbach, and everybody else. I appreciate it.
Right on. Well, congrats, my man, and welcome to the third place party. Enjoy your work week, brother.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Thank you. Here we go. We got Min Hang finishing in second. I know not ideal, but after all the bullshit that you saw, I'm sure you were happy with second place. How are you doing, Min?
Yeah, man, I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. You know, like it seems like every race is. You know, there was that pit cycle caution. You know, just for fun, they even threw the guy coming off pit road right in front of my face too.
Dude, that was nuts.
You know,
like you're watching
yeah.
the playback, dude. I got that angle right away. Oh man, yeah, you'll see it. That's
no, yeah,
amazing.
and of course, you know, I was there to see it. You know,
Yeah.
can't go wrong with it. So, but yeah, all things considered, worked out pretty good. I know it got pretty chaotic there in the end, like a bunch of wrecks and stuff. So, yep, I come out in second.
I mean, I couldn't be happier for you, man. You've had a solid season again. I think you might have had 2 or 3 more wins if the circumstances were different. Obviously, you're doing quite well, able to get in here. Again, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
First, we got to give a shout out to all the RGR homies. You know, Brad, Skyler. We all worked very well. As a matter of fact, we even worked together in that last lap. We weren't able to secure the 1, 2, 3, obviously, but you know, 1, 2 is pretty good. Again, it's Talladega, so you know, shit can go haywire. But
right on. Well,
very good.
Congratulations, man, and we'll see you here in 2026, Michigan. Min Hang, again, always a pleasure to have on the show. And the winner tonight, Skylar Comstock, taking it home in that Hams 25 Chevrolet. I've drank a case of that stuff and got hammered off of Hams, which I don't know if I'm proud of that or not. But regardless, you are the winner here for the Horseboat 199. How are you feeling after that experience?
Surprised and tired. There's a lot of thinking and a lot of strategy that has to go on, it seems, at these super speedway races. But man, I'm really happy to finally win one. That's just awesome to get one. I was checking the points. I don't think I'm going to have enough to make it into the playoffs, but to do it and you know, be up at the front, you know, especially with Min and Brad, all 3 of us were up front there, and I thought at the end of the white flag, I kind of missed a block, and I thought, well, this is going to be it. But you know, these races take some luck, so had a little bit of luck this time.
Well, I mean, either way, man, regardless, you had a good run. You were always up front all night long, and that's kind of say remarkably about your season. You've had a decent season, and we've always seen the 25 near the front, and it's really fucking cool to be able to call this and your first win of the ISRL. Again, I don't know if you're going to have enough to make it, but you played a spoiler pretty damn good tonight, dude. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, the teammates for sure, right? Min helping,
Yeah.
Brad helping. We were working together. You got to have teammates, and good ones at that, when you come run super speedway. So yeah, they were a huge help tonight.
Well, again, congratulations. Savor this one. Again, you got 2 weeks off, and then you go to Michigan for the, at least it's not Ohio 160. Maybe you go back-to-back, brother. Best of luck to you, man.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Skylar Comstock comes away with the victory tonight, and you bring it home. This was a great race. Albeit that last lap, that really got cutthroat real fast. There's going to be a lot to look at as maybe penalties or things of that concern. But again, I don't make that. I don't make that call. So there could be nothing. You know, it's all dependent upon the eye of the beholder. And the ISRL does a good job of managing that. So I'm going to leave that up to them. But a solid race for these guys. A great inaugural regular season for the Independent Sim Racing League, powered by THDesigns. The Horseboat 199 coming to a close again in 2 weeks from tonight. If I can get the slide up, maybe I can, maybe I can't. We'll see. Sponsored by T-Stro, Travis Stroney, the At Least It's Not Ohio 160 right here on the Horseboat Network. Cover it over on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, always happy for the support from Travis Stroney. Again, big shout out to all of you. Thank you for watching here tonight. Again, follow the ISRL on ISRL_iRacing on X and on YouTube on ISRL_racing. They would really appreciate that as live broadcasts get put up on that page as well as my own. So again, hopefully you enjoy that and appreciate all the love and support here tonight. Again, For all of us here at the ISRL, I am Tom Torre, aka the Horseboat, wishing you a wonderful work week, and we will see you back in 2026 right here on the Horseboat Network.